Hey guys, welcome to another commentary done by Diggity. This match is going to be between Hwoarang and, well, Hwoarang-yi, or Hwoarang 2, and Nara, part of the losers bracket of MSL, Avalon MSL, I want to say. Group E should be an exciting one. Heartbreakridge, about statistically even, although I feel like it favors Terran a bit because of those ridges and tanks and spider mines and whatnot. Protoss doesn't have as much they can exploit with that. You can go high ground with Protoss, but running headlong into mines or siege tanks over those ridges is just brutal. And it just feels like Protoss have trouble. They got to do something crazy early, otherwise Terran can just kind of slow push their way, get kind of that kind of edge towards the natural expansion, and the game's over for Protoss at that stage. And we're already seeing Hwoarang just push out with their probe scout. This is a two-player map, so I'm surprised he's going to go for some cheese here. Because Nara, as long as he scouts sufficiently early, he should be able to adapt very quickly and very easily to this. Yeah, odd behavior altogether, and Hwoarang is not one of those guys that you want to leave unscouted. He's known for cheese. Well, he's not known for cheese. He's known for being a creative player. He's a bit like Nalra in that regard, and you don't want to leave Nalra unscouted. So Nara, I expect him to send out a probe scout not too long after the supply depot. The question is just timing of it, I guess, whether that probe scout, or sorry, whether that, oh, never mind, he's going to send it directly into the base, it looks like, and go for a gas steal before even his pylon here, not bringing a SCV off the line, and not dropping gas yet. Now he's getting backed off a little bit there, not placing his gas either, and instead a manor pylon, interestingly enough, only capturing a single SCV though. Not sure that was really worthwhile. Only a single SCV for a manor pylon and pulling your first probe extremely early. Really don't feel like that's worthwhile, especially because that's delaying his gate among other things. And Nara, I still think he's going to get that front door seal. It looks like it is continuing. Second one, and that's just going to disrupt minerals altogether. I don't even think that blocks the SCV's pathing altogether. That just because you've got that gap out the back, it just takes a while for them to kind of cycle around. So just trying to disturb it early, and I don't think this mathematically is going to work out for him. And I guess he just needs to be careful with this probe. Otherwise, the second probe doesn't sneak in, first of all, and second of all, that he doesn't get a gateway up. And it looks like he did manage to sneak a gateway down, but I think Nara's bought himself enough time, and he's going to get that closest pylon down very easily. He should have some Marines out and a bunker out or something to deal with this without too much trouble. So Hwoarang going to try to heads up outplay Nara. And there's a lot of players I would try to heads up outplay, not Nara. Nara has got crazy APM, crazy multitasking. I really think this is a bad idea, and maybe Hwoarang was trying to do something else and just felt like I think he might have been trying to sneak that scout in without Nara seeing, and this was kind of his contingency plan. That probe's going to die probably in not too long. That Marine should be able to kill that probe without too much trouble. Very risky moving that probe that direction. The SCV should be able to take out that gateway and that pylon, and that's a lot of wasted minerals for Hwoarang. So this is some epic fail here. Assimilator, I'm going to be taken out momentarily. Yeah, there's that first gateway down. Second gateway is not even going to be able to produce anything. Let's see if he still tries to even build it. A proxy pylon for some proxy tech, but I don't think that's even going to come into play before Nara just bowls Hwoarang over. So yeah, not a very good attempt at all, I have to say, losing the probe on top of everything else. So all in all, that was 300, 400, 500 minerals lost there. A proxy cybernetics core. 600 minerals actually, because I think it was 2 pylon. Anyway, a big investment for nothing, and now Nara is just going to charge forward with the few Marines he has. He can afford to do so as soon as he kills this gateway. Looks like he's already got one moving across the field. He's got this game locked at this stage. I can't see Nara losing this. So instead, I'll talk a little bit about the StarCraft 2 stuff. So yeah, Dustin Browder's my hero. Moletrap was, I guess he said it better than I could, which is I have so much more confidence in StarCraft 2 as a game period now, after having met Dustin Browder and talked to him about the game itself. He is just extremely awesome guy. Second cybernetics core just to kind of fake Nara out. That's clever. He's already got the proxy. He's just trying to show some delay here. I don't think Nara's going to fall for it. Citadel of Dune at proxy location to try to get some Dark Templar out in the field. Dark Templar could be effective here. Single Marine just starting to wander up, and he's suspecting, he is kind of hunting for proxy and stuff like that, and it looks like a factory already being produced. Single gas, so not thinking about a fast expansion. This is the other thing, that the Dark Templar would still have a hard time getting in that front door to do anything, and I don't think that's going to get Hwoarang back. Hwoarang's just kind of delaying the inevitable here. I don't think this is going to get him back in this game. And there's the Templar archives. So, although I have to admit, that's a clever maneuver, putting down that cybernetics core to kind of throw Nara off. So Nara now expanding. Oh, he lifted his barracks up though, and that is going to give Hwoarang an opportunity to maybe go in, disrupt the main, disrupt the secondary. The question is detection, spider mines or engineering bay now. And if that SCV stays close enough to see anything, and Hareng showing a range upgrade as well on that first cybernetics core to again throw Nada off. I still think Nada knows something's out there and around there. You've got that Marine coming across that northern edge. He might come across it. Ooh, this is going to be really, really close. Really, really close, because I don't think this... Oh, man. So it's warping in. The Dark Templar are building now. I don't know if Nada has any form of detection. He definitely has an indicator. Oh, wish you could see vision here. The Marine wanders up, sees the cybernetics core. Now he's going to see everything. And that was Hareng's last option there. Nada easily going to be able to get detection out now. Let's see what form he decides to take. And it looks like a single Dragoon wandering forward in the field, and Hareng going to try to take a secondary bunker already up. Supply depot being placed otherwise, and there's the engineering bay. Nada can, and I think that Spider Mine's upgrading as well. Nada in a very strong position here still. Although Hareng making somewhat of a game of it, getting a robotics facility down. Oh, and there's the first Dark Templar wandering this direction. And not a lot of SCVs trying to defend there, and it looks like the Dragoon, the Zealot's just going to run right by the barracks, go right after the tank. The tank extremely exposed here. Nice little micro there by Hareng. A lot of SCVs coming. Ooh, never mind, SCVs in transfer. That tank is going to get picked off. Does manage to take the Dragoon down with it, though. And now the Dark Templar are approaching. The engineering bay is built, but I don't see any turrets being placed. Looks like they've been distracted by that Zealot. So a nice little distraction attack by Hareng. This might actually pay off. Single Zealot getting a kill there. That bunker nowhere in range of that first turret, though, and it's just kind of a secondary wall, it looks like. And it looks like, okay, there's that first Marine being produced. It's getting the SCV lines, and there's a tank in siege trying to block off that Dark Templar. Siege hitting it once, not going to be able to get it a second time, and the rest of the SCVs falling back. So Hareng at least able to stop that secondary for producing for a little bit, and Nada has not been mining gas now for a little bit of time. And Hareng also able to get his secondary up, so I expected Hareng just to get completely worked there. I thought that was game, but instead able to sneak out a couple Dark Templar and accomplish something. And if he gets a shuttle out, he could actually get some more damage done. It looks like Nada just working away with that single Marine against the Templar archives to the north to make sure fewer Dark Templar are coming his direction. That bunker still somewhat exposed. As soon as that turret's up, he'll at least be able to retake his secondary. But Nada, I feel like he's neglected his his main. And if that shuttle, which is being produced right now, manages to get there in sufficient time, I don't think Nada's going to have any detection in his main to really deal with this. Okay, no, there's a turret up. Good, Nada, good, yes. That was my Emperor impression, I guess. I want Nada to come out of this. I'll just admit it openly. So engineering bay also hanging out there. He should be able to see the shuttle going that direction. The second question is he has detection, but will he have sufficient troops to really fight the Dark Templar off before they get that turret down? And now, oh, it's been seen. Siege tank not unsieged, I should say, to support this. So there's a turret, but again, no troops to really defend. Tank popping out. That was a little bit of luck there for Nada. Tank popping out just in the nick of time. Dark Templar fleeing for their lives. Once again, trying to run up, maybe pick off some some SCVs, and Nada planting a turret just in range. They better flee. So yeah, right in range. It looks like they're able to get one SCV killed, but taking a pretty decent amount of damage. Nada still has the economic lead. I think he's managed to take out the leaving the Templar archives. Looks like something. Oh, a probe wandered up and killed it while Nada was distracted. That's a hero probe right there. Wow, that probe is just like. That's got to be cocky, running up there like, screw you guys, I'm going to go kill a Marine now. So Nada not able to take out that Templar archives like he wished. He's still in a very, very strong position, though. Hareng way behind. Hareng does have the tech, but it's just a matter of time before Nada decides to just pump up the troops. And I don't think Hareng's really going to have a lot to catch up. Keep in mind, he still was that huge mineral count behind. Nevertheless, the poll says it's just still 50-50. Hareng, I have to say, though, it was a decent recovery on his part, and this is a very. I'm surprised he's able to get back into this game. I'm shocked. I think I just can't believe Nada didn't already end it, more or less. Didn't just, I don't know, go Medic Marine or something like that and just finish it. Just overrun the Dark Templar with a Comsat or something. I don't know. Although I'm not sure that. Whatever. Nada's still in this game. He's still going to win it. It's just going to take a longer period of time, perhaps. And I'm still confident in that. I'm going to keep saying that because I'm a Nada fan. That's what it comes down to. Third base going up for Hareng to take the economic lead. He's got an observer as well, Nada's front door. And I have to admire Hareng's ability. He's just using the shuttle to try to maintain some map control. Not going to last for long with those vultures running across. Now does he trying to get a forge up, but he's only got 3 Dragoons to try to stop this. Nada bypassing that secondary, instead going to find this nexus immediately and start looks like hitting it a little bit. Ooh, careful though, his vultures are separated, and 3 Dragoons versus 3 vultures, not a good situation for those vultures, and a couple more Dragoons flooding out, so beautiful timing from Harangue. This is, it's incredible, his timing here of getting these Dragoons out and producing them just right alongside when you consider the fact that he used 600, 700 minerals in the hole. He also had to build proxy starport here. Templar Archive still burning there to the north, so Nada might flood some Wraith in that direction, or at least go for a drop from that proxy location. I'm going to assume drop here. 2 more factories being planted. Harangue has no idea that's at that northern border. The one thing is Nada really could have exploited the few troops that are on the ground there and maybe gone catty corner. Let's see if you can run up and catch some probes out of position. There's that control tower being placed now. I think it is going to be a vulture drop into the main. Those Dragoons are just too far spread to really do anything to defend this. One thing though for Nada, not a lot of tanks on the ground. Looks like a single cannon being